incarceration, 16 years, 11 months to be exact, and been on probation. Some of the hurdles and obstacles that have hindered me at times that I've had to learn to navigate is my ability to get certain jobs, my ability to live in certain places, my ability to acquire certain resources that may benefit me here in order to make sure I can keep going forward and be successful now as a returned citizen. I think it's imperative that certain laws be changed and certain restrictions be lifted and ceilings, so to say, be taken away, so a person can truly show how much they've grown. If we come home from prison knowing that we can only get certain type of jobs, certain types of living environments, resources, etc., then that's going to start our growth. But if you say that we can show our growth without balance, then that's not.
Okay, so Chris is in the building. Tell his own story. Let's call Chris. Teachers, give Chris the mic.
I don't need the mic. I appreciate it. I'm pretty loud, right? In short, today, 2023, my name is Christopher Withers. I'm the co-owner with my wife, Last Layers of Beauty Institute, a vocational school here in Suffolk. It's out of 100% graduation rate, and we broke records year one, right? Outside of that, I'm a social content creator. I met somebody that's seen my stuff out there, started going viral, TikTok, did it as a hobby. Went to YouTube, started basically creating a network where I brought in different advocates, different health organizations, etc., from all over the country, and we're starting to form a community. We're starting to get rid of the ego in the book. We're connecting with individuals that are formerly incarcerated, including myself. Community activists and all those good things, but in 2003 I was sentenced to 144 years. All was suspended with 19, ended up doing 16 years, 11 months. I hire people now. I fire people. You know, I see both sides of business. But ultimately I had to create a situation with my wife so we could be successful and so others could be successful. It's time now to move. It's time to allow other voices to come to the forefront. It's not just me, there's countless individuals. Every day, we're giving up our hours, our time that we don't have. We're fighting for people that right now can't fight for themselves. But I want to say specifically, I work for Ignite Justice in the state of Georgia. We're a little different. Our mission statement is to abolish slavery, which she just spoke on, Bridget just spoke on it. It's here today in mass incarceration. We partner with other health organizations for that cause, to encourage conversation, and of course, to make sure that we're protected. Not everybody's story is not like mine. My resources were different. I had my wife, I had my mother. I know this. I still talk to countless individuals, also offer coaching services, all of that to those that are incarcerated. And often it's tied to one thing. We don't know. We're uninformed. We don't have resources. We won't get in a room. You know, we don't want to sit back for a second and just observe, you know, and figure out our position in the process. It's not about titles, it's not about my story, it's about the purpose and cause, which should be, you know, to take this system, you know, speak, you know, get involved with the legal processes, do what we can do, get together, organize, and see what we can do together. That's really my story. Of course, I'm here for Q&A. I don't want to take up too much room, but that's really it.
Okay, he's here for Q&A. Also, Hot Sticky Buns, which is for our businesses. Matt, you tell us. My brain is about to buzz. But talk about Hot Sticky Buns now.
So the vision of Hot Sticky Buns is that it's going to be a worker-owned operating cooperative restaurant that's going to support the work that our business does. It's going to work hand in hand with all the other programs that our business is going to be doing with employing and hiring and training justice impacted people, investing in entrepreneurial programs, doing business training, and then also just having some really good food and having fun with it.
Awesome.
Is the question for Chris or is the question for Matt? Chris?
Work in
So,
progress.
Chris, come on back up there. So, questions for Chris. Questions for Chris.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Chris. Listen, y'all bear with me. My name is Cynthia. I did 30 years in prison. 30 years here in Georgia. 30 years straight. And I kind of get angry because I see all of y'all out here working for people who's getting out when you need to be working for the people that's in there. See, because like her daddy, we don't have the resources. You can go to the library, and the library stuff is from 1968, 1959.
No question.
So they get out, they have nothing. Barnes has made it where you can get out and you won't be discriminated against. But everybody always talking about what we do when you get out. But these people that's homeless, they were in prison. I've seen them when I was feeding some. And I told Bree, I said, I was with her in prison. And when I got out 3 years ago, if I didn't have a military uncle, NASA uncle with money, I would have been on the street because I couldn't have lived with Bree. And I'm from Baltimore. I wouldn't have been able to live with anybody because all of them was felons. So if we get caught, we go back to prison. So y'all can sit and talk all this junk. These people in prison need help. See, because we was eating food that wasn't fit for dogs. We didn't have no help. When I had a suit, she had a suit. When she had a suit, I had a suit. When she had to make cupcakes in prison because we didn't have shampoo and soap, the chaplain wasn't giving us anything. Everything was donated, but they was taking it home. If you get food in the cafeteria, they was giving it to the police to take home. So right now, y'all need to help the people that's inside because they're coming out. They coming out to what?
I would love to
Right now, I can't even get an apartment. I'm buying a house. I own my own car. So it can be done. I came out with a strong mind because I never was like in prison. They said you had life, but I didn't care because I knew one day I was going to get out. And I always said if I had to sleep on the bridge, I would sleep on the bridge because I would never go back to prison. Because that's one of the worstest places anybody can be in. So while y'all all out talking about coming and helping the people on that come out, you need to help them inside. See, because they're hungry. They don't have soap. We had lifers who would go around giving people soap. You know what I'm saying? We had to sell pills in prison just to get something to eat. And if we didn't do what they do, we was locked down. And I'm a very spoken person. So I got spoke down because of my mouth. Because I'm not going to let you treat me any kind of way. But understand this, those people inside need y'all. They don't need y'all. They need y'all when y'all come out, when they come out. But they need you when you're inside. Because all the pills are generic, so it's not helping them.
Yeah, you're right up the alley with me. So one of the things I spoke about was 16 years, 11 months from Chicago, Illinois. Spent over 3.5 years in solitary confinement. One of the things we do fight for is mental health services, 6 months private release, 6 months out. We also collect resources. You can check me out at Ignite Justice, where we work hand in hand with individuals that are incarcerated. Actually, our organization works more specifically with those that are incarcerated. We also work specifically with their families to help prepare them, not just for their return, but for their fight, because not everybody's coming home. We're really real, we're realistic, we're transparent. So there's organizations out there that sometimes when we're introducing them, we don't take the time to really dig into it and see what they provide. So I want to encourage you. I heard you, but dig deeper, because there are organizations like the one that I'm a part of. You can contact me. Before we leave here, you can have my information. You'll see a track record. And the other thing is, it's just as imperative because you spoke on. Not everybody has an opportunity. So what I'm trying to do with me and the organizations that I'm working with is reverse the school to prison pipeline specifically by getting out here in the community with other vocational schools, specifically black homes, not many of us. And we want to reverse that and go prison to school pipeline. Instead of re-entry, what we're developing are programs that are called pre-entry services, so we can prevent people from even going down that road in the first place.
Yeah.
There are programs that are developed so respectfully, as you spoke, and I listened, I must say, dig deep. We're here. But you don't know until you have a conversation. And when I speak about ego and other things, this is what we got to get a part of. Let's have a conversation with each other. Let's sit down. Let's have a dialogue before we assume what each organization does, because if I'm being honest and transparent, there's too much separation. That's why you heard me speak about ego. Everything that I'm a part of, if you see me, get my contact information. You'll see me organizing troops. We're not playing, not me and mine. I'm here today after getting up at 3:30 in the morning. I got an army. But again, you don't know unless we have a conversation. See what's available. I got housing opportunities. We need that. You know, some of us, we're coming with our heart, which is good. This is good. We need that. We also need resources. We also need strategists. We also need visionaries. We also need people that can extend across the aisle and reach to other demographics. Because yeah, this demographic is impacted. But they are too, etc. So, if you're passionate, hit me up. Let's work together. That's why I'm here. And thank you for being transparent. Continue to be outspoken. Continue to express. But connect yourself. Continue connecting yourself with people that are out here fighting. Because there's more people fighting than not. Anybody got any other questions? I'm passionate too. How you doing?
I want y'all to eat.
Yeah, we eat too.
Passionate. So we can eat, right? Like eat, be passionate and eat. Like it's cupcakes.